You want to build a business, you want to get in shape, you want to improve your life. So you watch the videos, you read the books, you listen to the podcasts. But what if that's not the solution? What if all that self-improvement is the very thing making you weaker? In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how the constant chase for more information is wiring your brain for failure, not success. And I'll give you the one question you need to flip the switch from learning to doing, starting today. So here's the trap. Learning feels like progress. Every time you watch a video or read an article, your brain gives you a hit of dopamine, the chemicals for reward and motivation. You feel productive. You feel like you're moving forward, but you're mistaking the feeling of learning for the feeling of doing. This is the dopamine mirage. It's an illusion of progress. You feel like you're preparing for battle, but you haven't taken a single step onto the battlefield. You're a sports fan who knows every stat, studies every play, and feels the rush of every game, all from the couch. You feel like you are in the game, but you are not playing. This cycle turns you into an expert on theory and a beginner in practice. You become a collector of maps instead of a traveler. You know every possibility route, but your feet have never even touched the ground. And the more maps you collect, the more you realize how little of the world you've actually seen. This leads to a painful state of being in some kind of a productive procrastination. It's when you avoid the hard, scary, important work by keeping busy with small, less important tasks, like organizing your notes, perfecting your plan, or watching another self-help video. It feels good because you're busy, but you're busy with the wrong things. Imagine you're a knight. A war is raging outside your castle. Your one job is to fight. Instead, you spend all day inside sharpening your sword. You tell yourself, just a little sharper. I need to be prepared. Meanwhile, the battle is being won and lost without you. Your perfectly sharp sword is useless because it never meets an enemy. I was this knight for 2 years. I wanted to start a business, so I bought the courses, read the books, and built the spreadsheet so complex they could guide a mission to Mars. I felt incredibly productive, but my revenue? Zero. Because I never launched anything. I never sent the email. I was so terrified of failing, so afraid my sword wasn't sharp enough, that I chose the comfort of preparation over the chaos of action. Deep down, you know you're avoiding the real work, and it creates a quiet agony. So here's the fundamental truth. Your problem is not a lack of knowledge, it's a fear of execution. Let it sink in. You don't need another video, you don't need another course, you have enough information. The endless consumption is a shield. It protects you from failure, from judgment, and from the messy reality of taking imperfect action. As long as you are learning, you don't have to do. As long as you are preparing, you don't have to perform. This creates a huge identity crisis. You see yourself as the entrepreneur, the creator, or the leader, but your actions are those of a student or a researcher. Your behavior doesn't match the person you want to be. This disconnect is why you feel like an imposter in your own life. The person you want to be is a player on the field, but the person you are being is a critic in the stands. Your identity isn't what you know, it's what you do. So the question comes up, how do you fix this, right? How do you close the gap between who you are and who you want to be? You anchor your entirety in a single daily action. You ask yourself what I call identity anchor questions. What one action, if I do it today, proves I am the person I claim to be? That's it. One action, not a complex morning routine. One single non-negotiable action that proves your identity. If you want to be a writer, your action is write 100 words. If you want to be an entrepreneur, your action is send one outreach email. If you want to be a YouTuber, your action is record for 5 minutes. The action must be so small it feels almost ridiculous not to do it. The goal isn't the immediate result. The goal is to cast the daily vote for a new identity. My anchor action became ship one idea per week. It didn't have to be perfect. It just had to be done. This one question changes your focus from what can I learn today to what did I do today? So let's turn this into a practically 3-step framework you can start right now. Step 1, the consumption audit. Look at your YouTube subscription, your podcasts, your saved articles. For each one, ask, is this giving me knowledge I need to act on this week, or is it just intellectual entertainment? Unsubscribe, unfollow, and delete anything that's just feeding the addiction. Create space to act on what you already know. Step number 2, the action ratio. Create a simple rule for every one piece of content you consume. You must take one small action. I call it the 1-for-1 rule. Before you watch a video on marketing, send one marketing email. Before you listen to a podcast on fitness, do a set of squats. This forces consumption to serve execution, not replace it. Step number 3, execute micro. Your anchor action is your daily non-negotiable win. The power is the consistency, not the size. 5 minutes of doing something is infinitely more powerful than 5 hours of planning for a someday that never comes. These micro actions break the spell of paralysis. They build momentum. They prove to your brain that you are no longer a spectator. You are in the game. You have spent enough time sharpening your sword. The battle is here and you already have what you need. You don't need more motivation. You just need to make a decision to stop preparing for the life you want and start living it. Your transformation from spectator to creator starts with one simple action. It begins with closing this video and doing something. So here's my challenge to you. What is your anchor action right now? What is the one thing you will do today to prove you are who you claim to be? Go to the comments right now and declare it. My anchor action is blank. Don't just watch another video. Don't add this to your playlist. Your new life begins now, not with more knowledge, but with one imperfect act of courage. Go take it.